Okay, mathematicians, we're back for the second half of this video, and it's basically a similar problem, almost identical, except we changed it to a subtraction problem. And since I still had 3 in mine as my denominators, I went ahead and kept the multiple chart that we had already created, and we had already decided that 9 was our least common denominator. So we've actually already gone through all of these steps. We've already created our least common multiple. We've decided 9 is going to be our least common denominator. We actually are going to still do our factors and our equivalent fractions. So let's go ahead and start there. So we're going to use 9 as our least common denominator. And we know that we're going to multiply 5 2/3 by a factor of 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, so 2 times 3 is 6. All right, and down here we discussed already that whenever you have a factor of 1, it's going to stay the same. So we can simply just rewrite this as 2 3/9. And then I'm going to bring my 5 over, and we are ready to subtract. So you can see that the process is identical to adding and subtracting fractions when you have mixed numbers set up like this. Now the only difference here is we're going to be subtracting. So let's go ahead and subtract. 5 minus 2 is going to be 3. We're going to keep our denominator. Always keep the denominator because 9 minus 9 would be 0, and we have to have a denominator here. And then 6 minus 3 is going to be 3. So in this case, we do not have a fraction greater than 1, so we don't have to do anything with that. But you may have noticed that we do have some simplification to do. We do need to simplify this to the lowest term. So what number is going to be able to go into both 3 and 9? And if you're thinking of 3, that is correct. So we would take 3 divided by 3. What we do to the numerator, we're going to do to the denominator. So when we divide 3 divided by 3, we get 1. When we take 9 divided by 3, we get 3, and we're going to keep that whole number. Don't forget about the whole number. So our final answer is going to be 3 1/3. So you can see it's very similar to adding fractions or mixed numbers. Basically, you're just subtracting instead.